guys, I'm Steph and welcome back to my beauty stash. I have some exciting new products that I am going to be trying out today, and they're actually going to be makeup brushes. I'm sure you guys have seen on YouTube, on Instagram, social media in general, that Rephr brushes is having a major sale this week, and I decided to get on that train and order me some natural haired brushes. I have always used synthetic brushes. I've used Morphe, e.l.f., BH Cosmetics, you name it. I just stick to synthetic brushes. It's what's more readily available. It's cheaper and, you know, it's just what I've always used. I've never had the notion or the opportunity really to buy any natural hair brushes, and I've never felt that I needed them. I always thought, well, a makeup brush is a makeup brush, right? Like, what's the difference? But in watching several YouTube videos and seeing some of my favorite YouTube creators, content creators use these brushes, I thought, you know what? Now that they're having the sale, it is time to try them out. I'm going to pick up a set. So guys, I went ahead and picked up the Rephr core brush set, and it is these 5 brushes that you see right here. A couple of them are for face, and then these other 3, obviously they're smaller, you use them for the eye. This set, guys, retails normally at regular price for $168. Right now they're having a sale, which I believe it's half off, or it's 48% off, almost half off for this set. And if you know anything about natural hair brushes, you know that they can get expensive. So I thought it was a good deal. I said, you know what, this is something I've been looking at for a while and something I've been wanting to try. So I decided to go ahead and pick up the set. I'm not too sure how much longer the sale is going to be on. I ordered these on Friday night. So about a week ago is when I ordered them. But yeah, I wouldn't wait on them. If you've had your eye on it, I would definitely head to the Rephr Brushes website and order your set. They also have the rest of their brushes for 20% off. And I went ahead and I picked up some of the other brushes that some of the people I watch here on YouTube had recommended. And they are these 5 brushes right here. I'm going to take you through each brush, give you a brief explanation of what it is, what it does, and then we're going to try these brushes out and we're going to put them to the test to their synthetic counterparts, to the dupes that I have in my stash. Possible dupes, we don't know yet because I have not tried these brushes. This is a total first impression here on camera today, but we're gonna be doing one side of the face with Rephr and then the other side using my e.l.f., my Wet n Wild, my Morphe brushes, and we're gonna see what side looks better. Do they look absolutely the same? We're gonna examine all of that today. So guys, if you've been interested in Rephr brushes, if you've been wanting to try them out, definitely stay tuned. I think this is a video that is hopefully going to give you lots of information and help you make the best buying decision for your pocketbook. So first I'm going to go over the 5 brushes that came in the core set from Rephr brushes. This is brush number 1, and this is the Do It All blending brush. This is typically one that you'll use in your crease to blend out any color, any pigment that you apply to your eyes. Next is the Rephr number 2 brush. This is a versatile, high density shader that will pack on shadow like no other. And of course, it is very, very densely packed. This is the type of brush that you would use maybe to do your shimmers with, where you would kind of spray it and then go in with your shimmer, maybe even your pressed glitter. So we are definitely going to be using this one today. Next up is the Rephr number 3 brush, and I actually ordered an extra brush, an extra number 3. This is the pencil brush, and it achieves the impossible balance between softness and precision. This is that little brush that you'll use to kind of act as an eyeliner, to kind of smudge out your eyeliner, to maybe do your inner corner highlight, or to smoke out some shade on your lower lash line. Next up is a face brush, and this is the Rephr number 4 angled cheek brush that's optimized for contour, blush, and foundation. And you do see it has a slight angle to it, very, very soft. I'm gonna try this with some cream contour today because I have seen other YouTubers use it with cream-based products. So I wanna see how it's going to perform with that. And the last brush in the core set is the Rephr number 5 brush. This is the multi-purpose cheek brush. Again, so soft. And you'll notice that this is kind of like more of a narrow or kind of like a flat brush. And then of course it has those nice bristles on it to where you can use this for powder, for bronzer. So today I'll be using this with my powder-based products such as bronzer and blush. Now for the brushes that I bought separate from the core set. And these are just eye brushes that, again, I'd seen recommended time and time again here on YouTube. So I definitely wanted to check them out and add them to my stash. This is the Rephr number 12 brush. This is a high impact smudge brush that's been meticulously balanced to achieve the optimal density, firmness, and softness. And you can see it's kind of like a domed shape brush. And this is definitely something where you can use to kind of pack on shadow right here, maybe to define the outer V. You could also use it to apply shadow to the lower lash line or even kind of deepen up your crease. Next up is the Rephr number 13 brush, and this is the smallest crease brush in the lineup. This brush offers unparalleled precision, yet is unexpectedly fluffy and soft. And you'll see this is a typical little blending brush, but the size, guys, is perfect for kind of smoking out a shade in your crease, kind of just really defining the crease area. Again, you can use this on your lower lash line. You can even use it to kind of maybe pack on a little bit of shadow. You can use it to do your brow bone, inner corner. Don't feel that one brush is good for just one area or one part of the eye. You can mix and match your brushes and just use them as you feel you need to use them. Next up is the Rephr number 14 brush, and this is described as a small crease brush specifically designed for the hooded eye, slightly tapered at the tip. This brush is structured enough to lay down color, yet fluffy enough to blend and diffuse with ease. I am really looking forward to trying this. Sometimes, and it's this eye in particular, I have a little bit of problems or difficulty blending outward on this eye. I don't know why it is. I guess we all have an eye or side of our face that just makeup doesn't take well to, and for me, it is the left side. So I'm really looking forward to how this is going to work to kind of diffuse and to really blow out the crease color I put on or my transition shade. So cannot wait to dive into this one. Next up is the Rephr number 15 brush. This is a versatile medium-sized crease brush built for impactful pigments and effortless blending. And the last brush I picked up is the Rephr number 16 brush. This is a large tapered crease brush that's ideal for applying a quick wash of base color on lids. So definitely something that you can kind of use to do maybe your transition shade with, maybe even apply a little bit of color to the brow bone. Just use it as you need it. So guys, one side of my face is going to be for Rephr, and I'm going to designate the left since the left always gives me problems. The left side is going to be straight up Rephr brushes, and then the right side is going to be the dupes or possible dupes alternatives that I have for them in my collection. And the right side is all synthetic brushes. If you guys want to see this demo, if you guys want to see how these Rephr brushes are going to perform, and how they're going to stand up to my synthetic brushes that I already have in my stash, keep on watching. guys, so this is my face. Left side Rephr brushes, right side dupes, synthetic brushes that I already had in my stash. What did you think, guys? I definitely have a few thoughts on how both sides performed. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Let's get into my review, my final thoughts on these Rephr brushes. So the first two brushes I started off with were for cream, contour, bronzer, blush, and highlighter. And I used the number 4 brush and I used the number 5 brush for all of those things. I definitely notice a difference in using a natural haired brush for cream contour versus a synthetic brush. And I have all of my synthetic brushes labeled with little post-it notes so I would remember which Rephr brush they corresponded to. So for the number 4 brush, I showed you guys the e.l.f. powder brush. It is also slightly angled, as is the Rephr. Yeah, this one didn't do a good job, and it says it's intended for powder anyway, but then so does this one. But I really like the way it blended out the cream contour. I mean, the one thing that I noticed about these natural haired brushes, guys, is you don't need a lot of product. Like, you just need to pick up the tiniest bit of product on your brush and it's just gonna do the work for you. It's gonna really help you achieve maximum payoff. And that is one thing that I can really appreciate about these brushes. As did the number 5 brush. I also used another e.l.f. brush. I thought that these did a very similar job. Like, I can honestly say I wouldn't prefer one or the other, and I really couldn't tell a major difference between these two brushes, but definitely these two, the Rephr is getting the win on this one. Now, in jumping over to the eyes, guys, I can honestly say that I felt a difference when applying the shadows. And the two eyeshadow palettes, let me grab them. I kind of showed them to you at the beginning, but I wanted to go for something colorful and I hadn't dipped into this one in a while. This is the Be Perfect Cosmetics Carnival 3 and Stacie Marie collaboration. This is the Love and Tahiti palette. And guys, she's a colorful one. So I definitely wanted to dip into this one. And then I also wanted to incorporate 1 or 2 of the shimmers from the new Pat McGrath Celestial Divinity. The reason why I say that I could tell a difference is the way it glided onto my eyelid. Like, all of the Rephr brushes that I used to apply shadows with, guys, again, like, the palette I used is pretty pigmented on its own, but I mean, the way it felt, like, it was just so smooth, so easy to blend. And I mean, I could just really tell the difference. Like, before, sometimes, and this was my difficult eye, that's why I wanted to put the Rephr to the test on this eye. And you did see that I put a little bit of powder right here, and that just helps me. That's kind of like a guide for me, like where to stop, and kind of just helps me to blend out the edges of my eye look. So that's just something personal that I do. You don't have to do that. But I really felt the ease of blendability with these natural hair brushes. Not that you don't necessarily feel them with synthetic brushes, but I could really feel the difference, and I can even see the difference. I mean, you just need the tiniest bit of product, guys, and you're just gonna achieve the most beautiful looks. You're just gonna get more payoff from your shadows. So, guys, I think both eyes look pretty much identical. Like, you wouldn't be, if you were to see me on the street, you wouldn't be able to say, oh, that side's Rephr, that side's synthetic. No, you wouldn't know. But if I had to invest, if I could only get, let's say, 3 eye brushes, which ones would they be? Which ones would I recommend to you all? I loved the little number 3 brush, which is this little pointed brush right here. I mean, you can just do so many things with it. So I would definitely recommend getting this one. I would also recommend picking up the number 10 brush. I really love this one. This one's kind of flat on the side, but this is so versatile because you can blend with it, you can pack on with it, and I just really enjoyed using this one. And then the other brush I would go with would probably be like a bigger, more fluffier blending brush. So I'm going to give it to the number 15. I thought that this just did an awesome job of not only packing on the shadow, but allowing me to blend it out. And I used this one for the yellow shade that I placed at the top. Guys, overall, like, these brushes are an investment. They're not just something that, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna buy the whole collection. I mean, if you have the money, great, go for it. But if you're on a budget, if you're really looking to just maybe pick and choose a few items, I would definitely get the core set, because that is what is on sale for half off right now, and it's a great starting point. So now is a great time, if you're able to pick up, to try some of these natural haired brushes. They are a very good price point when you compare them to like the Sonia G, to Wayne Goss, and all of the other natural haired brush brands out there. You'll see the savings that you're getting. So if you've been shopping around, if you've been kind of curious as to, well, what brand, and I was the same way. The last few weeks I've just been looking like, should I get the Wayne Goss? Should I get the Sonia G? What about the Rephr? And once I heard that Rephr was having a sale, I was like, no, this is my time. This is what I'm going to invest in for the month of October. And I'm really, really happy that I did. So now I want to hear your thoughts. Sound off in the comments down below. What do you think of Rephr brushes? What do you think of natural haired brushes? Have you tried them? Do you use them? Are you just no, straight up synthetic? Please leave me a comment, because I love to have a discussion about it. This is my first time buying natural haired brushes, and I'm happy to say, guys, it has been a very good first experience and first impression with Rephr brushes, but I want to hear your thoughts and opinions. So definitely leave me a comment before you head out, and please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That helps me out so much, guys. I want to say welcome to all of my new subscribers. Thank you all so much for being here, and I really do hope that you guys are enjoying my content. If you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water. And I will see you all very soon. Bye.